Welcome back to Fit Survive channel. So I'm always on the hunt for something unique, something innovative, and the Urflamp U1 definitely meets all of those criteria. All right, so definitely the strangest flashlight I've ever seen, and I'm almost certain this is going to be something you've never seen before either. All right, so stick around. I'll tell you all about the features in this flashlight. All right, so the first thing here, of course, is the main light. It has a max output of 2,300 lumens, so nice and bright. So basically, you click the button, you hold it down, you can scroll through the different settings. I mean, super easy user interface. Double click takes you right into the turbo. Of course, we will take this outside here just a bit. I'll be showing you that brightness. All right, so it has a 205 meter throw, which is very good. And once again, 2,300 lumens is super bright. But that's not where it stops. Watch this. You can pull the head, and then it swivels 180 degrees. It sounds a bit coarse. You can hear. I kind of wish it was almost smoother, like maybe a washer or something there. But this is a reviewer's model, and so they might refine that later on. All right, so anyways, 180 degrees here. You can swivel this any direction you want. And so I'm thinking like a work site, right? You can set this up, because this thing's large, very blocking. And so you can set it up, and it's going to be shining on your workspace. And in fact, they also have, you see the threads right here. So if you wanted to set this up on a tripod, again, I'm thinking work site, set this up, illuminate your work site there. You can tilt this up and so on. And so very cool there with the flashlight being able to tilt like that. Then you also might have noticed, next feature here is the auxiliary light. And so I kind of think of it as a, almost like a lantern. So let me turn this light off. You see what I'm talking about. So you're not gonna have a lot of throw. It's not super bright, but I see it as something just like this where you can set it up on your table, workbench to illuminate your space. All right, then a double click, you have a cool white. All right, and then back to your warm white. And again, with the head swiveling 180 degrees, you can set this up as you want, either side, and so on. All right, so again, a very cool feature there. With that auxiliary light, I like that it's warm and cold, and something actually very well thought out. It's this little window. So if you accidentally leave the auxiliary light on, you'll be able to see that it's on. Not that it's meant to be left on, but that's just kind of an indicator there for you. All right, so let's go outside right now real quick, and I'll show you the light outside. Then we'll come back in, and I'll just tell you something absolutely crazy, but the next feature. All right, so here's the lowest setting. Scroll our way up. All right, that's the high. And then that's the turbo. All right, then the auxiliary or lantern light here. You see, I mean, more than enough illumination for some short space. All right, so the next feature, like I said, is something I've never seen before in a flashlight, and kind of seemed gimmicky to me at first, but I do see some scenarios where it might come in handy. So what it has is a Bluetooth speaker. All right, so it is a 40 millimeter driver. You see right here, 5 watts of output. I mean, it's not going to be super impressive. Press and hold that down.
Power on.
It connects to the iPhone.
Connected.
All right, just like that. And you can press the button once to play to basically play, press it into pause, a double click to skip to the next song, or triple click to go to the previous song. All right, so we got some Avengers here playing. Let me turn the volume up real quick, let you listen to the quality. It's not the best. All right, so that's maxed out. Turn this down again. All right, so on some other songs that I played, it did sound kind of crackly. And I noticed that if I just open this up and tilt it like that, the crackliness went away. I don't know if it's just a fix or what, but anyways, like just now, I didn't hear any crackliness. I mean, it's not a high-end Bluetooth speaker. I mean, it's a Bluetooth speaker in a flashlight. Kind of go back to the thing of jack of all trades, the master of none. So anyways, nonetheless, it's one of those things that you wouldn't Google. Like you wouldn't search for a flashlight with a Bluetooth speaker. It's something you never know you needed, and I'm not even still convinced if it's needed or not. I can see it like on a work site. Let's say you're working somewhere, you want to listen to some music as you work. This is cool, all right, because you can listen to some music. You got your flashlight, and then that takes me to the next feature here. So it has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. All right, it's written right there, which is actually from two 21700 batteries, which are removable. Right here, you can see it actually comes with a little Allen wrench for taking that apart, and then you can take out those batteries if they need to be replaced. All right, but then also what's cool is that this also works as a power bank. I'm going to show it to you right now here. So it has 50 watts of fast charging, which is supposed to charge an iPhone 16 50% in just 33 minutes. I did not test that. That's just from their website. All right, so you can see it's charging. And so you're probably thinking the exact same thing I was thinking. Can I charge my phone, listen to music, and use the flashlight? Yes, you can. All right, so we got our music. There's your lantern. I mean, how epic is that, right? And of course, not only the lantern, you can use the main light too, if you wanted. And let me go and show you that this is still charging. Right? All right, so very interesting. I mean, like I said, it's not something that you would search for, right? But nonetheless, I think it is very cool. I can see camping scenarios. Like I said, a work site, you know, having the flashlight, the lantern here, the Bluetooth speaker, the power bank, it just ticks a lot of boxes, right? I mean, again, the master of, it's the jack of all trades, master of none here. They still do manage to have an IP67 waterproof rating, which kind of surprises me with that speaker there. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to submerge this in water, but nonetheless, a very unique, very interesting flashlight. Just, I don't know, ticks a lot of boxes. There's a couple of things that feel kind of raw about it. You might even see right here, just a slight, looks like when it was milled, it wasn't done all the way. But once again, this is it's a sample, right? So it's for reviewers, it's a sample. And so hopefully they'll have this more refined once they get it released. So let me know your thoughts about this flashlight. It does cost $49, which again is, I don't know, a very impressive price. It's not that much for everything that it has. I mean, it's not the best, especially like the speaker. It's just such an interesting feature. I'm going to turn this off. I did notice that
Power off.
if you leave the volume all the way up on your phone and you power this off, it absolutely screams at you. It'll scream power off and power on. So that's kind of a small little issue with it. First time I connected the Bluetooth, it took a while to get it to connect. I mean, but other than that, an interesting flashlight. I'd recommend it simply because the price is super competitive and it's just one of a kind. I mean, seriously, it's one of those things that if you're at a work site, you're without your buddies, right? Out in the wild, you pull this out, you're gonna blow their mind when they find out this thing has a Bluetooth speaker, you know, in a flashlight. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the Urflamp U1. Let me know what you think. You know, would you use a flashlight like this? I understand it is a very specific tool set here with that Bluetooth speaker. But either way, you know, if you think it's cool, if you think it's, you know, not cool, let me know in the comments. I really am interested to hear what you think about this flashlight. So like I said, $49 for this. It's kind of a Kickstarter right now. And so they're going to be shipping July 2025. And so still a couple months out. But yeah, definitely something worth looking into if you're interested in a very strange novelty flashlight. So thanks for watching. I'll have links to basically this flashlight down in the description of the video, and I'll catch you in the next video.